What up guys, this is Amor94 and for this review we're gonna take a look at the high-grade REBORNS Gundam. It's actually in REBORNS canon mode. For those of you who don't know, this is featured from the anime Mobile Suit Gundam 00. I haven't watched the anime yet, but it is really action-packed and they can Kaioken! Nah, it's actually in Trans Am mode. Well, obviously this kit can't do that. Also, this is a bootleg. The details and color scheme is awesome. The separation of red and white gives a hint that it can transform. Dominant red for REBORNS canon mode and dominant white for REBORNS Gundam mode. Seriously, what the fuck? To be honest, I'm not a fan of this mode, so let's transform him before the articulation. Bam, motherfucker! Now this is awesome! Given with very nice streaks of black, red, white, and dull yellow surely makes this Gundam pop. I really like the head sculpt. It looks really sharp and menacing. Also, I added a yellow Gundam marker onto the cheeks and to the V-fin for anime accuracy, but my yellow is too bright. And I really don't like the clear parts on the forehead and the torso. If it was a clear part, it should be bright violet instead of just being clear with a violet sticker under it. The GN drives placement are okay. It just looks oversized when displaying it sideways. Also, some stickers surprisingly stick even though it's a bootleg, like on the back skirts and the back of the legs. Even though the legs are chunky, it still looks sleek in proportions. That's all because of those high heels, girl! Now let's go to the articulation! Yes, before we start, keep in mind that some of the parts here might be weird due to the transformation. So without further ado, for the head, it can go up like that, down like that. This is due for the transformation, that's why he goes down like that so much. And has a tilting side to side rotation, chicken neck, maybe a little bit of shenane because the double joints are quite loose and onto the upper joint here is quite tight, so it's quite random. For the shoulder, it can go forwards and back, a hinge here, also a hinge here due to the transformation, that's why it can go down like that, and the arm can go out that far only. And there's a swivel onto the bicep here, single jointed elbow, which is quite disappointing, but there's a swivel here due to the transformation, and there's a hinge here that might serve as a double joint, but it's quite weird when you do it like this. And there's a ball joint here, of course, and for the torso, it has a crunching mechanism due to the transformation again. There's a swivel here, below there, and for the skirts, it can go up that far. Of course, it is separate. You don't need to cut it between onto the ball joints there. And for the side skirt, it can go up like that. It's quite loose. It goes everywhere. And surprisingly, for a high grade, the back skirts are separate, but it is quite loose. And going back to the front again, the leg can go that far, back that far, and disappointingly it can only go that much only. There's a little bit of rotation since this is only on a ball joint. There's a double joint knee, however, and for the foot here, there's no ankle guard, but you will have very nice ankle pivots. It can go something like that, like this, but it's quite useless since the leg spread is that far only. This is quite useless, and it can go something like that, down, and yes, for the transformation again, it can do something like that. Also, don't forget onto the other head here of the REBORNS canon mode, there's a ball joint there only, two hinges for the thrusters here that will show a thruster here, very nice thruster. There's a hinge here, and ball joints here, also ball joints here, swivel, and the hinge here. There's also a hinge here, and you can actually twist these GN fangs. Since this kit transforms, posability is really hindered. Single joints and very minimal leg splitting is a very big disappointment. And with those limitations, this kit can barely make any dynamic pose. Well, it still looks menacing even though it's just standing there or something like that. And with all the posability done, let's look at this. Accessories. 1 GN Buster Rifle and 1 GN Shield. The shield can actually open. Bam, motherf... 2 Beam Saber hilts, but with 1 Beam Saber effect that is quite questionable. It's clear. There are no extra hands except for these, so if you are quite bothered for the hole gaping onto the hand there, you must put a Beam Saber so he won't look like he's already trying to jerk off every time. Actually, one of the main weapons of this Gundam are the large and small GN Fangs. The large GN Fangs can be removed, but there is really no way to display them. Deployed. And the small GN Fangs are just attached permanently onto the back skirts and the GN Shield. Maybe if they made a master grade of this kit, they might have provided a stand and more display options for this Gundam. But they didn't. Definitely get this kit if you are a fan of Gundam 00, or if you just love this kind of design. So that's it guys, I hope you liked this video. Thanks for watching and click some of my older videos if you'd like. I'll see you guys next time. Peace! A master grade version of this guy? I'll just wait for it. Time. I've been passing time, watching trains go by. All of my life. Shit, copyright.